Hi, this is going to be your leg one. I like to start with some hip mobility before we get into legs. You can start here with your hands behind your back. I do them here. You'll get better, so if it's too hard, bring those hands. Open the feet wide, uncomfortably wide almost, and you're going to let those knees go side to side. We're just loosening up those hips. Then you can take it a little further and go fold over. And then the upper body and the waist gets some movement here. I also like, because we're going to be working knees, right? I like to bring one knee into chest, release, then bring the other knee into chest. And you can take that sec to pull them in to get that stretch on the knee. You know this, huh? And then I like to, if you can't get here to this stretch, get a strap or a belt. And we're just going to bring it and release it, and bring it and release it. Then we'll come to stand. I'm going to move the camera. And these are my favorites to warm up. I'll show you from the side. I like to curl the body. You're going to let yourself curl all the way down as far as you can. If you can touch down, and then we're going to curl back up. This is warming up that low back and the hamstring. I know it's against everything we say to do. And again, you're going to roll it down. And then I'm just going to show you, I have a chair here. I like to warm up with my squat. I get down as far as I can. And because of your knee, right, you've got less motion. So you're just going to kind of move it around. And then the last one I do for the knee, which is pretty passive, you're going to be down on all fours. Imagine I have both. And you're just going to push back as far as you can, stay there a sec, and then come back up and stay. So you've got that warm up, and you can finish with those exact same exercises. So the first exercise is going to be squat with a band. So those either cloth bands or the plastic bands, the circle ones. On this one, you're going to do light or medium. You don't need the heavy. For the most part, you don't need the heavy, okay? You're going to put it around your ankles and open your legs as far as you can comfortably. Keeping those, I'm going to show this here, keeping those feet apart. You can have a weight here. I usually hang it in the middle. I'll have both hands in the middle. But I want you to watch my knees. With the band, you're going to push the knees out for this, come down as far as you can, and then bring them back in. So we're not here. I really want you to focus with that band around the ankles, push out, and as you come down, they're still opening. Same rep pattern, 10, 15, 20, you know, if it hurts, if it gets to be too much, you stop. Next one is gonna be plate goblet. So you need something about this big, about an inch. And you can use a book, or actually I'll show you with a book. So you have your heels on top of the book. That puts your heels up and gives you a little more room for that deeper squat. I usually carry a weight here. You'll come down as far as you can and push back up, okay? I know that's a lot on your knees, so if you can only go down, we're working towards getting it deeper and deeper, so just do what you can there. But the knees are together and more in this one. They can be slightly out, the feet, and your weight is here. Back lunges, I have found that these don't hurt as much as forward lunges for our knees. So we're just going to step it back. I want you to bring that knee down as far as you can, because we're going to build that strength in that quad and the psoas. This is a very important one. So even if you can't come all the way down now, that's what we're coming to. Knee slightly taps down. You can have weight or not. It can be single leg, stay on one side, or alternating. Plie squat. Let me show you back here. Feet are pointed out, they're wide. This is working the inner thigh, which is really important when we've had knee work to keep the inner and outer thigh strong. So this is another one where you're going to have that knee open, come down as far as you can, pulse, 2, and up. Pulse, 2, and up. Again, with weight, without weight. Step ups. You can do this if you have stairs in your house or a little porch on the back. We're just stepping up, stepping down. I would go as high as you can comfortably, I'm working right now to get a little bit higher than this, but if you're down here, that's fine. Yeah, look around and see what you can use. I don't know if you have stairs in your house. I bought a step pad with those little risers so I can come up and down as much as I need. They're cheap. And just so you know, if you need any equipment, I know we talked about the Bosu. If you don't have a step, I went all around town today. It's not worth it. Amazon is still your best bet. They're charging $4 for a 1 pound weight. Ridiculous. Bands, $25. I got them on Amazon for $8. Yeah, so just step ups, one-legged deadlift. Okay, so you might have to, I don't know how your balance is, but I told you we're going to work it hard. So if you have something to hold, I usually put one weight in one hand, the other hand can balance. What I want from here is that glute engagement, okay? So when you're lifting, I want that glute, the lifting leg is engaged. Think about it the whole time. And then you're kind of like a pendulum. So good for knee, ankle stability. Two-legged deadlift. I usually put a weight in each hand. I want you to watch the form. Butt goes back, we're hinging at the hips. And then bring it back up. So people try to make this into a mini squat. The knee is slightly bent when you're doing this. Butt goes back. If your back starts to round, you're too far. Even if that means you stop here. Shoulders come back. We're protecting that low back. Okay, I want you to put a band. Start around the top of your knees, and then as you get better at this, you're going to move that band down. Because the girls do this, so I'm going to wrap them out. They put the band around their ankle because they want the most tension, because it gets harder as you move it down. But then they're doing this. I don't want that at all. I want you to have the band up above the knee until you get strong enough to get that range of motion down here. If you bring it above the knee, you'll need a heavier medium. When you bring it down to the feet, it'll be a light until you get strong enough. But it's going to be, you'll hold on to something here. Your body's going to stay fully straight. You're going to engage that glute on the leg that's going to move up and down. Simple. It's not this. Your glute is engaged, and if you engage that glute, you can't go past here. It's like hard as a rock, and there's no range of motion, and that's what we want. We want those glutes on fire. Then you're going to do the same thing. You've got your hand here. Pretend I had a hand there. Above the knee again. Engage that whole foot. You see my toes are curled. That's how I engage to the side. And again, it's not here. It's slow and back. And then you'll do those same exercises to cool down.